Introducing the 2023 Termites, Black Knight Termites. Number 2, Baylor Nichols. 3, Maverick Ayers. Number 4, Legend Patterson. Number 5, Rex Stewart. 7, Granger Smith. 9, Caleb Gregory. 10, Hunter Farley. 11, Oliver Rada. Number 12, Luke Adams. 13, Kagan Pilkington. 14, Bradley Holder. 15, Drayton Menard. 17, Caden Giseteski. 18, Madden Evans. Number 20, Jake Haney. Number 22, Alden Ford. 25, Eli Nelms. 27, Maddox Posto. Number 32, Kendrick Score. 33, Mason Hyde. Number 42, Zayden Garland. 44, Jonathan Chris. 44, Oliver Hayes. Number 56, Liam Bradley. Number 61, Wyler Hamilton. 64, David Gray Patterson. Number 69, Draylen Panther. 71, Drake Phillips. Number 88, Lyle Brooks. Number 89, Adrian Bowman. Number 99, Turner Birchfield. Head coach for the 2023 Black Knight Termites is Drew Ford. Assistant coaches Jaron Ayers, Weston Haney, Aaron Bradley, and Jacob Nelm. Introducing the cheerleaders for the 2023 Termite Black Knights. Zero Wachacho, Sophia Grindstaff, Aiken Hooker, Emily Hickle, Lindley Eller, Berkeley Eller, Rayleigh Hill, Alana Daniels, Aubrey Hagel, Chloe Millsaps, Kenley Satterfield, Maggie Benton, Letty Riddle, Dealey Moody, Bailey Garland, Rayleigh Smoker, Taylor Emmons, Addie Hyde, Casey Garland, Precious Harris, Adeline Sims, and Aubrey Hyde as the mascot. Head coaches for the 2023 Black Knight Termites, Christina Ford and Reagan Ford, assistant coach Haley McClucas. The 2023 Black Knight Termites and their cheerleaders. Now, introducing the 2023 Black Knight Mites. 0, Maddox Leonard. Number 1, Draylen Hill. 2, Alicia Garcia. 4, AJ Carr. Number 6, Colin Phillips. Number 7, Diego Contreras. Number 8, Austin Lamont. Number 9, Makai Dominguez. Number 10, Creed Jones. 11, Kenyon Gross. 12, Braden Allison. 16, Tyson Carpenter. 17, Jax Molinax. Number 18, Abel Britton. Number 20, Walker Lane. 22, Connor Hyde. 24, Danner Garland. 25, Lawton Gibby. 28, Cannon Menard. Number 30, Connor Stevenson. 35, Braden Rogers. 42, Lucas Myers. 44, Carson Chance. 45, Camden Chance. Number 48, Levi Millsaps. 51, Channing Oliver. 52, Frank Anderson. 54, Will Birchfield. Number 81, Keelan Trimble. Number 99, Elijah Allison. Head coach for the 2023 Black Knight Mites is Andy Blevins. Assistant coaches are Thomas Menard, Jonathan Allison, Dale Farr, Clinton Jones, Dayton Hall, Chris Rogers, and Jason Teal. Introducing the 2023 Black Knight Mite and Midget cheerleaders.
What's up, Daniel?
Bentley Lambert, Hollis Ford, Journey McIntyre, Cadence George, Finley Swimmer, Henry Barton, Leslie Guthrie, Candace Stevens, Finley Camps, Bella Ford, Leah Hyde, Sidney Sims, Lakeland Drake, Nevaeh Rogers, Ruth Moore, Renee Bustos, Kim Mitchell, Emily Grindstaff, Ivy Grant, Leighton Ford, Katrina Trimble, Elena Jenkins, Addison Stevenson, Edie Millsaps, Cody Sellers, Dixie Hutchison, Destiny Garland, Ellie Moody, Ava McLucas, Lexi Clark, Kennedy Odom, Ava Farley, Reagan Cook, Bella Tarver, and Athlete Moore is the mascot. Head coaches for the 2023 Black Knight Midget cheerleaders, Christina Ford and Reagan Ford, assistant coach Jen Stevens. And now the 2023 Black Knight Midgets. Number 0, Xavier Wachacha. 3, Cornell Wolf. Number 5, Jane Mull. Number 7, Drake Garrison. Number 9, Draylen Phillips. Number 10, Camden Driver. 11, Connor Hyde. 15, Braden Farley. 17, Stuart Birchfield. Number 21, Michael York. 22, Caden Carnegie. Number 24, Mason Silvers. 25, Tyler Holder. 29, Mateo Moreno. Number 30, Titan Williams. Number 31, David Guzman. 33, Creed Williams. 35, Brody Jones. 44, Braden Millsaps. 45, Benjamin Kohler. Number 55, Braxton Jenkins. 72, Xavier Bush. 77, Chandler Eddings. Number 99, Ethan Jordan. Head coach For the 2023 Black Knight Midgets is Josiah Phillips. Assistant coaches are Ricky Phillips, Matthew Phillips, Baji Silver, Dane McKinnon, and Nathan Mull. The 2023 Black Knight Midgets, your youth football league, future Friday Night Black Knights. Let's hear it for the youth Black Knights. Ladies and gentlemen across the stadium, if you would please stand. As you stand, please remove all head covering. We will recognize a moment of silence led by Robbinsville High School junior Isaiah Brown. Please remain standing as several of our marching Black Knights perform the national anthem.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, I'd like to thank you for allowing us all to gather here tonight. I pray a hedge of protection over everyone competing. Most of all, I want to say thank you for sending your son Jesus to die on the cross for our sins so that we could have a relationship with you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Well spoken, son. Jeremy over there, please. They sound just like
Sound
Daddy.
exactly.
You did.
Yep. Maybe it'll be the next one.
There is a mass of humanity on the field right now, fans, as we welcome you live to the Big Oaks. This is the Graham Star Sports Network, your exclusive home for Robbinsville athletics all year long and beyond. We want to thank you for being with us. Whether you're a Black Knight or a Franklin Panther, you are very much welcome here on GrahamStarSports.com. Hey guys, Kevin Hensley up here in this press box. We're calling it a sweat box tonight, more or less. Everyone's cooking. I think Audrey's actually done. I'm going to have to turn her over in a moment. John Schuler down the other end with us. Noah Crow, Vincent Wesley. We got Daniel Crabtree down on the sideline getting pictures for us tonight. And it's just a big team effort. But you know what? The team effort that goes into this every Friday night helps make these games as special as we can for the Robbinsville Black Knights, their program, their school. Remember, you're buying this game here on pay-per-view, and a portion of the proceeds will go back to the football team at the end of the season. We're coming up on a game here tonight, fans. Robbinsville and Franklin have not played one another since 2009. That was quite a throwback. We had to dig into our archives again today at the Graham Star, and we're going to try to get you over there to that. Let's see if we can show that on the screen. The Knights took care of the Panthers that year, 30-20. Now, they had played them the previous year and also emerged victorious, but no dice since. A 14-year sabbatical for these two programs, but sometimes that's the way the cookie has to crumble to get things to happen, and it's been a long time coming. Robbinsville, of course, transitioning from a huge victory to open the season 46 victory last week over East Surrey. The 2A Cardinals made the long trek out here from Pilot Mountain and returned home a little worse for the wear. But the Franklin Panthers, the opposite story. They are 0-1. Their first opponent this year was the Murphy Bulldogs, who Robbinsville will see later on this season. And that game is at Murphy this year, in case you're wondering. Murphy picking up a 41-14 victory here on the Graham Star Sports Network. We want to thank all of you for being with us. The reason all the kiddos are on the field, if you tuned in with us at the top of the telecast, it's Youth Night. We were just about 20-30 seconds late getting our streaming up and running, so we missed some of the Pee-wees, and we sincerely apologize for that. Couldn't get our internet connection to work. Anyone that fans here on the Graham Star Sports Network, Kevin Hensley with you for tonight's telecast of Robbinsville Varsity football. The Franklin Panthers are in town for the second game of the season. Captains are making their way out onto the field.
Number 30, Alex Sutton. Number 57, senior Jacob Gibson. Captains representing your Robbinsville Black Knights. Number 4, senior Cutler Adams. Number 33, senior Cage Williams.
So the captains at midfield. Hanging out a little further back tonight, around the 35-yard line for the coin toss. Franklin, a 3A school out of Macon County. Pretty close proximity to Graham County, as a matter of fact. So Franklin has won the toss, and they will receive to begin the game.
Will receive the ball to begin the game. The Black Knight defense begins the game defending.
Kevin Hensley and Audrey Colvin, the legend herself, the pride of Topton, North Carolina, is with us tonight here on the Graham Star Sports Network.
All right, Black Knight fans, let's get to our feet.
We'll throw things over to our PA announcer, Noah Crow, for the introduction of our Robbinsville Black Knights.
Let's welcome to the field your Robbinsville Black Knights.
Well, we got all the formalities out of the way. Now it's time to play football. It's youth night, and you see the 200-plus kiddos slowly jogging off the field, some of them with more enthusiasm than others. Bands clearing off, and pretty soon we'll be down to 11 on one side and 11 on the other. Now, fans, tomorrow we want to ask you, first time we'll remind you of several times tonight, be sure and join us on our Facebook page as we debut our live stream for the Youth Football League. We're going to be streaming that on our Facebook page, the Graham Star, not too hard to find. And you'll be able to watch youth games all day long.
25 kick off, 45. Kicking off the ball to begin the game for the White Knights, number 45, Dalton Wiggins.
Dalton Wiggins has been summoned.
Panthers, number 4, Brandon Cesarn. Number 15, David Bowles.
See what Mr. Wiggins can do. Opening kickoff coming here in just a moment. We may start a little early. Everybody's lined up and ready to go. It's a hot, muggy, unforgiving August night here in Graham County. By the way, it's hot. This just in. Trying to look up the game time temperature, but of course my weather app has froze up on me. I may literally be waiting for 7:30. What do you think, Audrey? Well, I guess we could play the Jeopardy theme in your head for a moment. It is 86 degrees, feels like 94, I believe that, here in Graham County tonight. John Schuler says 194. I'm there. I guess we're waiting on 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's 7:29 if you're watching later. And they're finally clearing the way. Dalton Wiggins will kick the ball away. And the kickoff's up and out of bounds. Somewhere around the 30-yard line. There'll be a penalty, of course. Franklin will start. At the 35-yard line. And as we said, we appreciate you being with us here on the Graham Star Sports Network. First quarter set to begin. Quarterback is number 8, Brock Bradley. He's going to fire off a completion to Wyatt Cantrell. Quick coverage by Colson Dooley. Audrey Colvin's heart just skipped a beat.
Gain of 8 on the play brings up 2nd and 2.
8-yard completion to start things for the Panthers. Last home game for a couple of weeks. Robbinsville has opened the year here with back-to-back home games. And they'll pay it back next week and the week after at Mountain Heritage and Allegheny. That'll dive across the chains for a first down.
Handoff goes to number 11, Brandon Hervey.
Brandon Hervey on the carry.
Jumper.
Quinn Jumper credited with the stop.
Black Knight defense pushed out to the 38-yard line of the Franklin Panthers. Brings up 1st and 10 against the Black Knight defense.
That's correct. We are playing some tough competition here in the early going this year. East Surrey, of course, a 2A school. Franklin 3A. Mountain Heritage 2A. I believe Allegheny is 1A, though, I'm pretty sure. Of course, Raven Gap will be back with us here in Graham County this year as well. Straight up the gut. Hervey again on the carry.
Taken down on the play by number 74,
John Dominguez and Dane Daniels. Bryce Adams also in on the tackle.
Defense pushed out to the 50-yard line. Midfield brings up
2-yard gain.
Against the Black Knight defense.
Second and 8. The sun is just about over the hill. It's something we look forward to every Friday night in the early part of the season. Incomplete pass intended for number 10, Aiden Sizemore. And it falls incomplete. Coverage out there by Zeke Silvers.
Pass intended on the far sidelines to number 18, Wyatt Cantrell. Pass falls incomplete. Defended on the play by number 17, Cooper Adams for the Black Knights. Brings up 3rd and 8 against the Black Knight defense.
3rd down and 8.
It's 3rd down, Black Knight fans.
And the Lord has taken the sun out of our eyeballs. Thank you, Heavenly Father. 3rd down and 8. We are at midfield here in the first quarter. Oh, hit hard from behind by Chase Calhoun. They're going to say forward motion. He had the ball off, but Chase Calhoun just rocked his world. It'll be an incomplete pass. And I'll bring up the punt team. Ashton Shope. Looks like it's going to be punting. Punt off. It's a doozy. Lands about the 18-yard line. Cutler Adams will field it, and there he goes. He's got some real estate. He's got one more obstacle to overcome. Calhoun block it for him. He may have got it. He's loose. He's going to run it back 90 yards, but a flag at the 41-yard line. Oh, baby. That hurts. Man, that brought the crowd to its feet. Cutler Adams flirting there with an 85-yard punt return for a touchdown. I'm sure it'll be a hold or a block in the back.
But it wasn't a bad block. It wasn't a deep swinger, but it didn't hit him in the back.
Getting to where one can rarely play the sport of football anymore, honestly.
Personal foul.
Helmet to helmet called against Robbinsville.
And the penalty negates an 85-yard touchdown.
And I'll just go ahead and say this. That call did not endure the officials to our home crowd. Instead of an 85-yard punt return, it does make it interesting. Let's just hope we don't turn into a punt-heavy game, or excuse me, a penalty-heavy game like we had last week. Seemed like we were never going to get out of the first half against East Surrey for all the flags that flew. Robbinsville's finally going to set up shop at a 25-yard line, handoff to Adams, and he'll get dropped. Met by a Gom of Panthers. Got 4, Braylon Desarn, and number 57, Jacob Gibson on the tackle. Three-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Pass, Carpenter hit as he throws, but it's complete to Darian Ledbetter. Fumble on the drop. Panthers have recovered the football. Cantrell credited with the fumble recovery. It was a good-looking pass. Robbinsville was all the way out to the 42-yard line. That would have been a 14-yard completion. And Wyatt Cantrell has shifted the momentum back in the Panthers' favor. Straight ahead. Knights are barely set up for this. Number 11, Hervey with the carry. Williams on the tackle. Pickup of 6 brings up 2nd down and 4. Fans, the youth games in the morning will begin at 9:30 a.m. If you want to tune in, it's Andrews Robbinsville. 4-game set coming your way on Facebook. It'll be live probably for the better part of 6 hours tomorrow. Yikes. That's a lot of Kevin to have to deal with on a Saturday. Brock Bradley with a handoff to Hervey. Audrey Colvin doing a fantastic job on the camera work tonight. Bringing you right into the action. Guys, we might have to actually keep her around. Loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 5. It is 3rd down, and one of the more faithful White Knight supporters letting the crowd know about it. Whistles blow it dead. Timeout call by the Panthers. That's their first one of the game. 7:40 to go. We'll be right back here on the Grand Star Sports Network. 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers at the 39-yard line, I beg your pardon. 7:40 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Big play coming. Flea flick is intercepted by Roman Jones, the birthday boy. Atta baby, Roman.
Roman Jones, birthday boy with the interception.
So that'll give the Knights the ball back at the 33-yard line. How about that? Fumble recovery for Franklin. They go 2 plays, and Roman Jones picks them off. Back to Robbinsville. Carpenter back out. He'll squat under the center. Looks like tonight that duty belongs to Carpenter's met rather rudely, behind the line. In on the tackle, Caden Martini for the Panthers. And I believe
Number 25,
Hervey also in there as well. Braden Hervey also in there. Saw a sack.
Play brings up 2nd and 11 for the Black Knights.
Will cool him off for a moment.
And up the middle for senior Butler Adams on the carry for the White Knights.
He ain't gonna have that. Whatever. Clean your face.
Discussion around the potential fumble, another fumble on the play.
Fumble is waved off. 4-yard gain.
36-yard line.
4-yard pickup.
7 for the White Knights.
Cutler Adams, by the way, came into tonight's game at 4,812 career yards. Riley Anderson holds the school record and the conference record, 6,164. So he's chasing history here in his senior campaign. 3rd and 7 for the Knights. Carpenter's going to keep it. And he can't get around Braylon DeZarn. Good effort. Might have picked up 2 yards. 1. He might have picked up 3. And that'll summon Cage Williams. So the Knights get it back on an interception. Have to go 3 and out. Punt is off. Fair catch signaled and snagged by Wyatt Cantrell. And they'll begin things 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. First quarter, no score, 5:52 to go. Boy, that scoreboard is looking nice. We've got the football showing the possession now. Everything's back up and running. So, Jonah Teesteski on the tackle. Gain of 6. 2nd down and 4 from the 42-yard line. On number 11, Braden Hervey is a huge man in the backfield. Don't have a height and weight listed for him on the roster, but he is a junior for the Panthers. Tackle there by Teesteski to stop him in his tracks. 2nd and 4, and they hand it off to him again. He's built like a fullback, honestly. Zeke Silver's got in on that. And that's enough to move the chains. Petey Millsaps will lead the way, as only Petey Millsaps can do. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. It's just me, or are we short-handed on officials tonight? I feel like we're missing a couple. Maybe not. Eli Brown tried to get into the line. That was a bad idea for number 1, Eli Brown. Chase Calhoun helping lead the tackle. And Bryce Adams as well. Fans, if you haven't grabbed a copy of this week's Bram Star, we highly encourage you do. In addition to some of the best coverage around, you're going to find the 2023 Pigskin Preview inside. And Quinn Jumper jumped a little too much. Now bump him up to the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Clock's running, 3:46 to go. Crowd is absolutely packed in here like sardines tonight. As always, student section is celebrating a Hawaiian theme this week. We'll get our super awesome camera person to show you that in just a moment. Right up the middle, Addix Sutton getting a rep. Sophomore running back for the Panthers. Colson Dooley with his second tackle of the ball game.
Defense pushed back into their own territory. Back to the Black Knight 46-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 2 against the Black Knight defense.
3rd and 2 now. Third and 2 with 3 minutes to go. And off will go to Eli Brown. He might have got enough.
Tackle led by number 55, senior Colson Dooley.
He got stopped about a yard shy. 4th and 1. The spot gives it 4th down and about 5/8 of a yard to go. Fourth and short. 4-yard pickup. 1st and 10 for Franklin. Panthers have three first downs. That's a tongue twister here tonight. Fresh set of downs for the Panthers. Hand off to Eli Brown. Around the left side. Met by a conglomerate of Black Knights. Dooley, Roman Jones, Zeke Silvers, Bryce Adams all getting in on the fun.
Number 15, Roman Jones leads the tackle for the Black Knights.
It's a 2-yard pickup when it's all said and done.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Dooley now with 4 tackles tonight. 3 solo. Minute 2 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Fans, as we can, we'll give you updates from around the conference. All of our teams are back in action tonight. Some closer than others. Timeout called by the Panthers. That's their second one of the ball game. See if we got any updates here for you on Max Preps, as Audrey Colvin shows you the packed house here tonight in Graham County. Temporary bleachers are in place, and it's a great atmosphere. You see across the way the sea of red. Panthers, of course, travel well, not too far a journey. How about the Knights band and the Knights cheerleaders also doing their thing over on the 20-yard line? That deck that the cheerleaders are standing on was built specifically for this season. They had to tear the old one down to make way for these bleachers. 29 seconds to go here in the first quarter. If this is your first time with us, folks, this is the Graham Star Sports Network. We stream 5 varsity sports all year long. Volleyball and football carries through the fall, basketball in the winter, and baseball, softball, we alternate between in the springtime. Everyone's back out, trying to man their positions. 2nd and 8 now. 49 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Handoff faked. Good option. Pass intercepted again. Boy, Roman Jones has got Brock Bradley scouted. Don't look now. The Roman Empire is taking care of business here tonight. Ball at the Robbinsville 30. Knights, by the way, have only had 5 offensive plays here in this game. See if they can reverse their fortunes here. Hand off to Cutler Adams. He's a game changer. Pushed out of bounds by number 23, Micah Jacobs on the tackle. Adams up the sideline, picked up 8. 2nd and 2. Cage Williams, the big fullback, powers forward. Don't think he got enough. Maybe a yard on the gain. Yard and 7/16. 3rd and short, 15 seconds to go. Bryce Adams has the orders. Knights might try to get one more play off before it's over with. 5 seconds. They better set up quick. 3, 2, 1. That's going to be it. Well, folks, this has been an interesting first quarter. 2 interceptions for Roman Jones, a fumble recovery for Franklin's Wyatt Cantrell. It's been a defensive battle from the get-go. Back in just a moment. You're watching the Graham Star Sports Network. Start of the second quarter, the Black Knights in the driver's seat, 3rd and a minuscule amount of yardage to cover for the conversion. Looks like we're set to go. Donovan Carpenter will lean under center. Handoff.
Take it down to the play by number 22, Reed Reagan, number 30, Annick Sutton. 1st and 10, Black Knights.
Adams moves the chains. About a 5-6 yard conversion for the first down. Adams again on the run. Wrestled down by Jacob Gibson, number 57. Pickup of 1. Pitch to Chase Calhoun. And he gets a few yards picked up, trying to saw off that left side. Tripped up and tackled by Aiden Sizemore. And for the first time tonight, Robbinsville is in Panthers territory. 4-yard pickup for the senior transfer from Cherokee High School. Knights are at Cherokee this year, so that should be an interesting dichotomy when we head up to the reservation. Whistle blows. D. Walsh calls the first. Knights timeout of the ball game. 10:09 to go in the half. We're going to step aside here on the Graham Star Sports Network. Back live, 3rd down and 5 with 10:09 to go here in the first half. Pass complete to Darian Ledbetter. He's still on his feet. Stiff arm will erase the threat. Touchdown, Black Knights. How about that? 51 yards to the house. Darian Ledbetter gets his first touchdown as a Black Knight. Yes, indeed, a reception. Cutler Adams walks in uninterrupted. How about that? Knights will lead it 8-0 here in the second quarter. Back in just a moment here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Live from Graham County. There's a prettier sight on a Friday night in the state of North Carolina than Robbinsville football. Robbinsville leading 8-0 here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Ball set to get kicked off here to the Panthers. May have been an offsides on the kickoff team.
Offsides against the kickoff team, against the Black Knights.
That'll back them up 5 yards, and they'll have to try it again from the 35-yard line. Darian Ledbetter, we're going to try to do some more research on Mr. Ledbetter, figure out where he came from. We know who he's staying with. We know he's got some family here in Graham County. We're just not sure where he played out last year. Somewhere in the Greensboro area. Guilford County, I'm sure, is missing him now. Wow, what a juke by Braylon Desarn. Zeke Silvers stopped him in his tracks, though.
Takes him out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line of the Panthers. And he is not doing well after that hit. So we're not going to show that. We got trainers coming out. Desarn really took a hard lick. We'll step aside while they check on him here on the Gramstar Sports Network. All right, fans. Looks like number 4, Braylon Desarn, is A-OK. Good to see that. Ball's at the 45-yard line. That's where they'll start things 1st and 10. 45-yard line with 9:55 to go here in the first half. Franklin football. They've had not one, not two, but now 3 possessions so far tonight. Have yet to find the pay window. Eli Brown gets flipped inside. Penalty flag at the original line. Actually, that was behind the line of scrimmage at about the 41-yard line. That's Brandon McCollum, the head official. It's a hold against Franklin. Clock's going need to be reset.
Being marked off against the Panthers. Puts the Black Knight defense back to the Panther 35-yard line.
And that'll push it back to 35.
Brings up 1st and 20 against Black
1st and 20. Got him.
38, Sutton on the carry for the Panthers. Tackle for play number 1, senior Zeke Silvers. Panthers move the ball back out to the 41-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 14 against the Black Knight defense.
Fell all over me. That's for sure.
One circle I haven't done yet. So circle whatever you guys do.
We're fighting some hillbilly shaved ice someone brought to us, and, well, it's won the battle so far. 2nd and 14. And another run up the middle for the Panthers. This time is Sutton again.
Led up at number 74, John Dominguez.
John Dominguez on the tackle.
Panthers move the ball out to the 46-yard line. Panther 46-yard line.
5-yard pickup that time.
3rd and 9 against the Black Knights.
And it's 3rd down and 9 here in the second quarter. 8:35 to go. Shout out to big Jennifer Crow taking care of us and bringing us a slushy here in the second quarter. Hillbilly shaved ice in the concession stand tonight. I heard the tortilla chips have improved as well.
Pitch goes around the right, number 1,
Eli Brown cuts inside and got close to a first down.
Number 2, senior Chase Calhoun on the tackle for the White Knights.
Chase Calhoun on the tackle.
4th and 1 against the White Knight defense.
8-yard pickup. 4th down and 1.
All right, football fans, this 4th down is here for your team.
Ball at the 46-yard line. Straight ahead. They stuffed him at the line. Colson Dooley showing off.
Number 8, Brock Bradley on the quarterback keeper. Taking down number 55, senior Colson Dooley.
Colson Dooley with a huge stop on 4th down. Panthers will cough it up. 7:47 to go. Dooley now with 5 tackles tonight, including a sack. And the Knights have it back. Penalty flag on the play.
Number 4, senior Cutler Adams.
Quiets the spirits here at the Big Oaks. 7:42 to go in the half.
Holding call goes against the White Knights. Who was it?
Holding call at the line of scrimmage, I'm assuming. If only we had instant replay. We do, but we just don't have it up and running tonight. Back it all the way up to the 36-yard line.
Penalty from the spot of the foul marked off against the White Knights.
Should be where they're spotting it. Yeah, right around the 36.5-yard line. 1st and 20 now for Robbinsville.
White Knight offense pushed back just outside their own 36-yard line, brings up 1st down, 1st and 20 for the White Knights.
1st and Mountain Creek to go for the White Knights.
At least lower Mountain Creek.
Carpenter hit as he throws. Ledbetter snags it anyhow. Tackled by number 2. That is Ashton Shope for the Panthers. Once again, if you're a Panther, if you're a Black Knight, you're very much welcome here on the Graham Star Sports Network. 12-yard completion. 2nd down and 8 with 7:08 to go. And the clock's running.
And off the right side, number 4, senior Cutler Adams on the carry for the White Knights. Moves the ball into Franklin Panther territory.
Talon Smith and Attic Sutton helping out the effort.
3rd and 4 for the White Knights.
4-yard gain for Mr. Adams. We'll try being the operative word, try at halftime to add up the stats so far. Black Knight Band will be playing. Tackle made by Reed Raby for the Panthers. And move the chains. 1st and 10, Robbinsville. 8-yard run for Cutler Adams. Raby stopped him just short of an outbreak. He would have went to the end zone. Knights have a little bit of a sample for us, we've been told. We'll have that for you at halftime. 1st and 10 with 5:49 to go in the half. Knights at the Panthers, 41.
And off up the middle, number 33, senior Gage Williams.
Gage Williams on the carry.
74, Logan Neal for the Panthers.
Logan Neal on the tackle.
Gain of the play brings up 2nd and 10 for the White Knights.
2nd and 10 now. 5:22 to play in the first half. And And Carpenter gets free out of the pocket. Pass downfield. Incomplete. Boy, that went right through Bryce Adams' hands. Some of the crowd below us wanting pass interference called. That was just a good, clean breakup by Wyatt Cantrell, who's been a thorn in the side of the Knights since the opening kickoff.
It's third down, Black Knight fans.
First attempt tonight to Bryce Adams, junior for Robbinsville. Actually filled in as the quarterback last year when Carpenter went down with a season-ending collarbone injury. Nobody was there for Cutler Adams. He just was a little short of the mark. Carpenter put it right where he wanted. Adams was maybe a half yard behind the pass. Last week that worked for a 73-yard touchdown. Tonight it's going to be 4th and 10. With a nice try of the air game, and it is unsuccessful. Gage Williams out to punt at the Robbinsville 45.
33 senior Bates Williams punts the ball away.
Not going to let that trickle in for a touchback, despite Super Cooper Adams. You still with us? Oh, you didn't follow the ball to the end zone. I just want to make sure you hadn't, fallen asleep. Audrey Colvin is still awake. Sorry about that, fans. Franklin will start at the 20 after the touchback. Here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Updated scores in the first quarter. Hayesville over Madison, 14-0. Swain and Smoky Mountain in the second quarter, no score. That game is in Silva tonight. That's fair enough. Pass complete to who else but number 18, Wyatt Cantrell. Cantrell doing it all on the field tonight for the Panthers. Talented athlete. Cooper Adams on the tackle. 7-yard completion. Eli Brown on the carry, wrapped up and tackled by Cutler Adams in the secondary. That's enough for a first down. A 12-yard explosion for Mr. Brown gets the first down. Pitch to Brown again. Another good hole open up on the right side there. Tackle made by Bryce Adams and Zeke Silvers with the assist.
Panthers move the ball out to their own 47-yard line, brings up second down, 2nd and 7 against the White Knight defense.
3-yard gain. Second and 7, 3:04 to go. Stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. I believe that was Chase Calhoun, and it was.
Scrimmage number 2, senior Chase Calhoun.
Number 30, I believe that was Attic Sutton on the carry.
Defense pushed the Panthers back inside their own 40.
So 3-yard gain, 3-yard loss. He's a big boy. Chase Calhoun listed at 5'11", 205, and all muscle. Big tackle there for the senior. 3rd and 10 with 2:19 to go. Franklin's going to burn his final timeout of the first half. Hey, let's take it with him, fans. Back in just a moment on the Gramstar Sports Network. John Schuler digging deep in the playlist. Get off that thing. 8-0 as we're back live. 2:16 to go in the first half. Kevin Hensley and the whole Hee-Haw gang here on the Gramstar Sports Network with you. Second varsity football telecast of the year. Long pass aired out, and Cooper Adams couldn't catch up to it. White Cantrell, the intended target for Mr. Brock Bradley. Brock squared. B2.
Brings up fourth down against the Black Knight defense.
I was thinking the same thing earlier. Audrey has pointed out the ball boy is on his game. A.J. Farr, our ball boy, is going to have to step it up.
Wilson Clare will punt the ball away from the Panthers.
St. Clair to punt away. Punt is up. It's not that great, honestly. It trickles out of bounds on a bounce at the 39-yard line. And Robbinsville will set up shop once more. 2:01 left to play. Knights have a lot of time to do some damage. A.J. Farr probably wasn't wearing Crocs. Could get out there a little bit faster. It may be the most A.J. Farr thing ever to wear Crocs to a football game. We'll roll on. 2:01 to play. Knights have plenty of time to do some damage. And they get the ball back to begin the second half. Knights hold all the cards right now. Ball's dropped. I think Cage Williams recovered it. He did. And the press box / sweat box breathes a huge sigh of relief. Loss of 3. Vincent right on top of things tonight. Carpenter to Ledbetter right through his hands. First incompletion tonight to Darian Ledbetter. That stops the clock with 1:25 to go in the half. Are you excited about the band performance? Audrey is ecstatic about the band performance. She's more excited about the pedicure in the morning, I'm pretty sure. That's fair. $50 is $50. Carpenter pass. Ledbetter didn't really have much of a hope at that one, unfortunately. Carpenter firing it on the run. That is a tough pass to make. Throwing downhill to the right. So, a dropped handoff, 2 incomplete passes, and the Knights' drive comes to a screeching halt in 43 seconds. Cage Williams at the 21-yard line. Williams with a good punt. Fair catch called by Cantrell.
Gets called for number 18, White Cantrell on the punt by the White Knights.
Franklin will get it back. 39-yard line, or 34-yard line, excuse me.
Minute 13 left in the first half. First and 10 against the White Knight defense.
Again, fans, tomorrow, 9:30 a.m., Robbinsville Andrews 4-game set of youth football will be going live here on Facebook, free of charge, of course, as a service to our wonderful community here in Graham County. We are streaming all the home games this year for youth football on Facebook. JV games are stream free if they're here at home through GramstarSports.com. The JV team had a rough night at the office last night, traveled to Mitchell, and fell 38-6. JV Knights now 1-1 for the season. Hand off to Brown again. Trying to find an open pocket. He cannot. Timeout call by Robbinsville. John Dominguez on the stop. 4-yard pickup. Timeout call by the Knights. It's 3rd and 5 when we come back on the Gramstar Sports Network. There is but one timeout remaining for the Black Knights. It's 3rd and 5. 35 seconds to go. Knights hold the advantage at the break as we're nearing ever so close to it. 8-0 your score.
It's third down, Black Knight fans.
We'll step aside when we get to halftime, by the way. Give our band a chance to get set up, and we'll preview the show live and in living color. Brown will get across the line, finally brought down and tackled by Zeke Silvers. Battle of Unos taking care of business. Ball at the 47-yard line, gain of 8. Plenty to move the chains. 16 seconds to go. Franklin's final snap of the half. Screen pass is complete. Looked like it hit the ground, but I guess not. Jumper and Dooley help out. Gain of 1. And that's all she wrote. They'll jog to the locker room. Both teams are going to gather their bearings. 8-0 Robbinsville here on the Gramstar Sports Network. We'll be right back, fans, in just a moment.
Mighty Black Knight Marching Band bringing the storm to Big Oak Stadium this evening. The band's 2023 captains include Drum Major Aiden Holder, Senior Lieutenant Jackson Lynn, Junior Lieutenant Brass Captain Ryan Lynn, Footloose Captain Connor Welp, Color Guard Captain Miley Hyde, Color Guard Co-Captains Sarah Cervantes and Emily Fornell, Percussion Captains Ray Hyde, Logistics Captain Melissa Drew, Rookie Advisor Ruth McGuire, and Bass Drum Section Leader Wade Rogers. Welcome to the field, the Marching Black Knights.
This is somebody's cigarette phone from somebody. 45 seconds.
That's the girl's phone.
Man, Madison County, 31-0. They're going. I bet they're gonna play a song like cheers. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Black Knight fans, welcome to the field. The Black Knight Youth Cheerleaders. Once again, the 2023 Youth Cheerleaders want to thank DMJs and CMW Contracting for their donations to the cheer teams this year.
I want to rehearse this.
Y'all playing?
Show them. They played decent. They was up to 26 songs.
I think the favorite one that ours did was Welcome to the Jungle.
All right, Black Knight fans, welcome back here on the Gramstar Sports Network, your exclusive home for Knights Athletics all year long and beyond. It's 8-0 Robbinsville here at the Pause. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Kevin Hensley here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Been an interesting first half. A lot of defensive stands, 2 interceptions for Roman Jones, 1 fumble recovery for Franklin. Number 18, Wyatt Cantrell, is a one-man wrecking crew out there tonight for the Panthers. Only touchdown so far was a 51-yard pass from Donovan Carpenter to Darian Ledbetter. We're just about set to go. Buzzers sounded. We better go back to the field. I'm not paying Audrey to eat slushies, but she is. Don Schiller broke out a Stevie Wonder tune. Who is this? The Temptations? Oh, the Isley Brothers. Okay. I can literally barely hear the background music. Don't worry, that won't be a problem tomorrow. I'll have a very eclectic playlist for all of you fans tuning in with us on Facebook Live. Just be careful. We're going to have to go to break as much as we can tomorrow. Remember, fans, the reason we don't stream on Facebook anymore is because they copyright strike us in the middle of a stream, and will kill our video dead in its tracks. Receiving team out. Franklin looking to break the huddle over on their sideline.
No, they're just lucky.
What in the world? Come on. Let's see. Over there, solve that one. Water. We got soft drinks, but we don't have no water.
Feels great out here at the moment.
Number 3, Will Sinclair will kick the ball off to begin the second half for the Franklin Panthers. Back deep to return for the Black Knights. Number 17, Cooper Adams. Number 17, Cooper Adams on the kickoff return for the White Knights.
Cooper Adams runs it back, and we're going to begin the second half of play here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Good return by Super Cooper Adams at the 38-yard line. Run by Color Adams. He breaks a few tackles. He's off to the races. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Black Knights. 62 yards and a flag at the Franklin 39.
You know what, John? That's a Tennessee flag. 3 minutes after play.
Hold against Robbinsville. And the boos pour out here at the Big Oaks, Modell Walsh Memorial Stadium. Game tonight, of course, on Bob Colvin Field. So, in the rarest of rarities, it's going to be 1-1, and it ain't basketball.
So 1st and 1 for the White Knights.
That's one of the odder ones you'll see in the sport of football. Knights will try to convert it. Easy peasy here. Hand off to Cage Williams. We'll get the job done.
First and 10, Black Knights.
6 yards and a fresh set of downs. Knights coming out with something to prove. After a tough first half, pitch to Color Adams. And caught in the backfield for a huge loss by Jacob Gibson. Cutler tried to shirk him and was unsuccessful. That's a big boy. Jacob Gibson, 5'9" guard, senior for the Panthers. We hope you're enjoying tonight's telecast of Robbinsville varsity football here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Streaming schedule next week is as follows. We don't have a game next week. Everybody's on the road. We have one game that we'll be doing free without the paywall, the JV Knights. On Thursday here at home against Cherokee. Tackle made by Sizemore after a sizable gain.
1st and 10, Black Knights.
Carpenter makes up the ground in a resounding manner. Gain of 14, just enough to move the chains. Sizemore on that tackle as well. 1st and 10. 10:09 to go in the third quarter. Pitch to Chase Calhoun around the left side. Big stiff arm slows down the Franklin defense. Eventually ran out of balance by number 7, Talon Smith. 29-yard line, gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Calhoun's not been handed the ball too many times tonight, but he's made an impact on defense. Explosive when he does get the ball on offense. Cutler Adams wrapped up high and low by number 10, Aiden Sizemore, and number 74, Logan Deal. That's enough to move the chains, though, all the way up to the 16-yard line. 13-yard completion on that run. Sizemore trying to make an impact on defense. He's got a lot of tackles already here in the 3rd quarter. Adams gets the handoff. It takes a conglomerate of Panthers to wrestle him to the ground. The same usual suspects. Sizemore, Talon Smith also in on it.
Brings up 2nd and 2 for the White Knights.
8-yard gain.
Right side for the White Knights. Takes the ball down inside the 5-yard line. Going to be marking in at the 3-yard line of the Franklin Panthers. Tackle led by number 56, Avery Carpenter. 1st and goal, Black Knights.
And that'll be enough to get the 1st and goal. $8:24 to go. And on 1st and goal, Adams goes nowhere. Flattened by about 5 Franklin Panthers.
Tackle led by number 56, Avery Carpenter for the...
Avery Carpenter leads the way. Pick up 1. Second down and goal from the 2. Clock ticking away, 7:45 to go. They're stacked. Carpenter rolls out. And a dangerous attempt to cage Williams. They were trying to get to Roman Jones. Couldn't get all the way there. Incomplete pass. But the Panthers are now down by 2 scores. Robbinsville with a 2-yard punch from Cutler Adams. It's 14-0 here on the Grand Star Sports Network. Back live from Robbinsville. And on the kickoff return.
Taken down on the play by number 7, Blake Powers.
Blake Powers on the tackle.
Number 24, Tillman Adams.
Tillman Adams also helping out.
Black Knight defense comes onto the field at the Franklin Panther 43-yard line. Brings up 1st and 10 against Black Knight defense.
Panthers starting now at the 43-yard line. Boy, Eli Brown almost broke free. Tackle made by Zeke Silvers.
For the Black Knights. Black Knight defense pushed back into their own territory to the 49-yard line.
8-yard gain on that run.
Killing it the 3rd quarter. Brings up 2nd and 2 against Black Knight defense. Handoff goes on the left side, number 30, Annex Sutton on the carry for the Franklin Panthers. Tackle led by number 74, John Dominguez, number 15, Roman
John
Jones.
Dominguez and Roman Jones will tackle.
Loss of the play, loss of 2.
Loss of 2.
Against the Black Knight defense. Black Knight defense stands at the Panther 49-yard line. It's third down, Black Knight fans.
Brown hit hard on the right side. Tackle made by Zeke Silvers.
Tackled by number 1, senior Zeke Silvers. Brings up fourth down, 4th and 3 against the Black Knight defense. It's fourth down, football fans. Let's hear it for your team.
4th and 3 at midfield. Whistle blows. Timeout called by the Panthers here in the third quarter. 5:26 to go. We're at midfield. Right back in just a moment, folks, on the Graham Star Sports Network. Some would say it's all right. As we're back live from Robbinsville, 14-0 Robbinsville over Franklin. Second game of the season here on the Graham Star Sports Network.
The middle, number 1, Eli Brown on the carry for the Panthers. Panthers move the ball down to the Black Knight 44-yard line.
Ross Adams will slow up.
Adams brings up 1st and 10.
Like he's on his feet, though. Good to see that. Pickup of 6. Moves the chains.
Goes to number 1, Eli Brown, around the right side for the Franklin Panthers.
Brown again. He's got a lot of reps here on this series. 1 yard pickup.
12, Jumper.
Quinn Jumper and Jonah Tisteski tag teaming Mr. Brown to the ground.
Assisting on the tackle, number 62, Jonah Tisteski.
His left leg's hurt.
Panthers getting their orders from the sideline. Head coach is Josh Brooks. His wife Becca coaches the volleyball team at Franklin. Pitch to Brown again.
Eli Brown around the right side.
Maybe a couple of yards on that.
Number 74, John Dominguez. Number 33, senior Cage Williams on the tackle for the Black Knights. Black Knight defense goes back to the 41-yard line, their own 41-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 7 against the Black Knight defense.
2 yards on that. 3rd and 7 with 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Big block in the back there, nicely done. Incomplete pass. Good coverage by Tanner Hedden. What a shot by Tanner Hedden.
Depending on the play, number 10, Tanner Hedden for the White Knights.
Hedden, formerly of the Andrews Wildcats. Two years ago. His older brother played for him for sure though. Landon did, yeah. Landon's his older brother. Fourth and 7. And with field position, the Panthers are going to go for it. Strike, fire, broke it up. by Chase Calhoun. That will turn it over on downs. Robbinsville's getting the ball back. 3:16 to go in the ball game at the 41-yard line. Knights need to cover 59 yards to get this to a 3-score game.
Pitch goes around the right side. Number 1, senior Zeke Silvers.
Zeke Silvers. Tackled by Ashton Shope. Good move.
First and 10, Black Knight.
11-yard gain for Zeke Silvers on the ground. How about that? Shope on the drop. Right up the middle by Cutler Adams. Colson Dooley running interference.
Tackle and play by number 7, Taylor Smith. Allen. Turn my fan on. Yeah, I see it. There's a whole train of games on this screen.
Handoff to Cutler Adams again. Muscles his way through the line.
Taking down by number 57, Jacob Gibson.
Jacob Gibson on the tackle for the Panthers. Pickup of 9, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1 for the White Knights.
Starting to cool off finally here in Graham County. That or the box fan has been plugged up, helping us out. Cage Williams on the carry for the conversion. He more than got it. Avery Carpenter on the tackle for the Panthers. Pickup of 4 takes care of it. Audrey Coleman.
Flags on the field before the play.
Flags fly before the snap. False start on Robbinsville.
5-yard penalty.
Knights will back up to the 46-yard line. 44-yard line, excuse me. Gee, that wasn't a problem until just a moment ago. Thank you. Appreciate it. I would have cried. It's all you, Jennifer. No, the fan is the fan. We have a box fan creating havoc up here in the press box. But it sure does feel good. 1st and 15, Cutler Adams around the right side. 1, 2, 3, Panthers in on the tackle. Number 2, Ashton Shope led the way. Huh? Oh. He lost his helmet or something. Pick up a 4. 2nd and 11, a game churning away. We got 33 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Robbinsville struck in the 2nd quarter a 51-yard touchdown pass from Donovan Carpenter to Darian Ledbetter. 2-point conversion run by Cutler Adams. And you saw it here in the 3rd quarter, the 2-run touchdown. Ledbetter with an unbelievable catch. He caught that over his shoulder on the run downfield. That was one for the highlight reel, fans. All the way out to the 16-yard line, a gain of 25. And a fresh set of downs for Robbinsville. Clock's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. 14-0 Black Knights, and they're threatening when we come back here on the Graham Star Sports Network. Back from Robbinsville, start of the fourth quarter. Audrey Colvin panning into your living room. Cutler Adams on the run. Robbinsville deep in Panther territory. And even deeper now after that run. Tackled by Addix Sutton, sophomore for the Panthers. 4-yard gain. Robbinsville struck twice. Franklin has been unable to really threaten to even get close to the end zone tonight. That White Knight swarm showing off again tonight. Chase Calhoun rumbles ahead. Martini shaken, not stirred on the tackle. 2-yard pickup.
Black Knights move the ball down to the 5-yard line of the Franklin Panthers. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Black Knights. It's 3rd down, Black Knight fans.
3rd and 4. 10:44 to go in the ball game. Hand off to Cage Williams. He's hit hard inside the 5. Speared to the ground by Sizemore. But that scoots the ball up to the 2-yard line.
4th and 1 at the Franklin Panther 2-yard line.
Big 4th down here, fans. Still just a 2-score game. And boy, do the Panthers need this. 4th and goal. Hand off to Cutler Adams. They can't stop him. The double leg takedown, a bit too late from Sizemore. Touchdown, Black Knights. Donovan Carpenter with an excellent handoff for the 1-yard touchdown. Good block by the other half of Biscuits and Gravy. Score is 20-0.
That's saying a lot, dude.
Carpenter still trying to find an option, and that's way off the mark. That was Darian Ledbetter over in the corner. Virgin pass fails, and it's 20-0 Black Knights. Robbinsville in the driver's seat here on the Graham Star Sports Network. Back live from under the Big Oaks here on the Graham Star Sports Network. Robbinsville Franklin football coming to you here on this muggy Friday evening from Graham County, North Carolina. Ashton
Picked up by number 2, Ashton
Shope, on the return.
60 for the Black Knights. Number 60,
Rylan Waldrop, on the tackle. Panthers will start again on the 41-yard line. Next week's edition of the Graham Star will be on newsstands everywhere Wednesday afternoon. And we'll have some updates on the urgent care closing here in Graham County. We'll be introducing you to a feature story on an adventurous person working up at Topeka Lodge, which you may or may not have seen on a reality show at one time.
Number 8 quarterback Bradley, who covers the loose ball for the Panthers.
Loss of 3 on the play,
Brings up
on the fumble. 2nd and 13. There's also a special called Robbinsville Town meeting on Monday to appoint a new alderman. Hopefully, we'll finally get that whole filled.
And up goes number 1
has been a plaguing problem since the start of 2023.
Tackle led by number 2, senior Chase Calhoun. Number 62, Jonah Tisadesky on the tackle for
Pick
the
up,
Black Knights.
or excuse me, I beg your pardon, a loss of 2.
3rd and 16 against the Black Knights.
Boy, the Knights are fired up. They are just stuffing the line right now.
Panthers push back all the way to their own 36-yard line.
Trouble. Gets it away. Incomplete pass. Well, how about a negative 5-yard drive for the Franklin Panthers with 8:25 to go in the ball game. And oh, by the way, in the Grim Star, always the very best sports coverage around. It is the last edition that you can vote in our 2023 Reader's Choice ballot as well.
Sinclair will punt the ball away for the Franklin Panthers.
Punt will be scooped up by the Panthers at the 36-yard line. That's where Robbinsville will start again.
Lucas Ammons for the Panthers. And Black Knight offense comes over the field. 1st and 10, Black Knights.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
20-0 Robbinsville.
Carpenter to Adams. Stiff arm and on the cut. Who else but Aiden Sizemore on the tackle.
Tackle on the play with number 10, Aiden Sizemore. Loss of a yard in the play brings up 2nd and 11 for the White Knights.
Andrews leading East Henderson 13-6 that game in the third quarter. Hayesville has opened up a 41-7 lead over Madison County, that game in the third quarter. Commerce was leading Murphy 35-10 or 13, I believe it was at the break. Swain County still up over Swain, or Smoky Mountain over Swain, 10-7. Haven't got an update from that in a while. Incomplete. That one was on Roman Jones's fingertips.
Intended for number 15, Roman Jones. Pass falls incomplete.
Jones had a little bit more giddy up in the stride that time. He would have made it happen. Third and 11 with 7:32 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 11 for the White Knights.
Pass is incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to hit you in the hands.
I think Silver's cutting all over the ball. And the Knights go 3 and out on this possession.
Brings up 4th down for the Black Knights.
Time running out for the Panthers, though. 7:27 to go. Knights up 20-0. Good punt once again by Cage Williams. It's going to bounce out at the 37-yard line.
37-yard line of the Franklin Panthers. And Black Knight defense comes onto the field. It'll be 1st and 10 against Black Knight defense. 7:18 left in the game.
$7:10 to go here in the ball game. Good to have you with us here on the Gramstar Sports Network. 1 yard run. Second down and 9. One yard pickup, second down and 9. Time running out for the Panthers here in the fourth quarter on the Gramstar Sports Network.
Pass intended for number 2, Ashton Choke. Pass falls in.
Pass hits the ground before it hits his hands.
Play to break Kate Lell on the White Knights. Brings up 3rd and 9 against the White Knight defense.
Kate Lell on the coverage. Third down and 9 with 6:30 to go. Clock is stopped after the incomplete pass. Coming up, fans, tomorrow, as we mentioned, we're kicking off our youth football coverage free on Facebook, 9:30 a.m. start time. And a huge hit by Bryce Adams, I beg your pardon. Roman Jones a little slow to get up. Boy, was that a lick late in there or what? 4 yard pickup. And it's punt time once again for the Panthers with 6 minutes to go. Guys, we've been joined in the press box by a Swain County football legend over here to my far right. The pride of the Maroon Devils. Chase Hughes is with us here tonight. Chase Calhoun scoops up at the 16-yard line, and he's got some open room, caught up with, however, and tackled inside the 30, about a 15-yard return for the senior, Chase Calhoun. Of course it does. Ridiculous. Kids these days. 5:37 to play in the ball game. Knights in full control. Donovan Carpenter, all you starters still out there at the moment. Adams, Zeke Silver, to beg your pardon, could not hold on to the football. He bobbled it, he prayed for it, he talked to the Lord above and could not hold on. Big bad Isaac Collins out there on the field right now, too. It's not true. Cut by Cutler. He's up around the 40 and muscled down by 5 Franklin Panthers. Coming up off the dog pile is number 30, Suddix on the tackle. 9-yard pickup. 3rd and 1 for Robbinsville. 5:02 to play. Saxophone coming in hot below us. Hand off to Cutler Adams again. Tripped up by Sizemore. Enough for a first down, though.
1st and 10, Black Knights.
Let me assure you, Aiden Sizemore does not impress Audrey Colvin. Calvin. You want me to say Calvin? Calvin. You think I'd be able to say it because my name's Kevin. It's close. Rumble up the middle by Chase Calhoun. 4:14 to play here in the ball game.
And number 52, Josh McGowan.
8 yards for the senior Cherokee transfer.
Second and 2 to the White Knights. Robbinsville moves the ball down into Franklin Panther territory to the 42-yard line.
And off to Calhoun again, greeted by number 52, Josh Magaha.
Number 2, senior Chase Calhoun on the carry for the White Knights. Tackle on the play,
Number 77 for the Black Knights, that is Owen Blevins. Takes a hot second to get up.
Brings up 3rd and 1 for the White Knights.
After all that, a 1-yard pickup. 3rd and 1. Man, if you're not over 200 pounds, Audrey Colvin is not for you. Gage Williams, weaving, wobbling, he's free. He's at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. What Knights? $41-yarder with 2:50 to play. It is 26-0 Black Knights. And the confetti flying down here below us. Gage Williams with a big 41-yard touchdown run. Now Dalton Wiggins has made an appearance on the field. Going for the point after. Kicks up. Kicks to the left. No dice. PAT fails. Again, fans, repetition is key. 2:50 to go is 26-0 Robbinsville. You're watching the Grimestar Sports Network.
Number 2, Ashton Shope on the kickoff return.
Audrey Colvin giving me up the road for not being back with you live quick enough.
Number 17.
Fair enough. 2:45 to play. Frankly, we'll start at the 45-yard lines like we'll set up shop. Hoping to avoid the shutout. Robbinsville hoping to preserve it.
Pitch goes to number 1, Eli Brown.
Eli Brown on the carry. He's been our go-to tonight in the backfield. Little extracurricular activity between Kason Buchanan and Bryson Gibbs. Second down and 1. Run around the right side. Sutton on the carry. That's enough for the first down.
Tackle on the play by number 23, Isaac Collins.
Isaac Collins with a big tackle.
Brings up 1st and 10 against the Black Knight defense.
See you, man. Pass complete to number 20. That is Lance Parker on the reception.
Taking out of bounds on the Black Knight sidelines. Taking out of bounds with number 10, Tanner Hedden.
Tanner Hedden on the tackle.
Bounds at the Black Knight 27-yard line.
15-yard completion.
Brings up 1st and 10 against the Black Knight defense.
One 10 to play. Pitch to Suddix. Greeted behind the line of scrimmage by Isaac Collins and Tillman Adams. That's rude. I know. No gain, no harm, no nothing.
2nd and 10 against Black Knight defense.
37 seconds. Well, there's no yards gained. That's what I was going for. Complete pass to the playmaker of the night for the Panthers, Wyatt Cantrell. Franklin, I think just trying to run out the clock at this point. Calhoun on the tackle. Pickup of 2. Handoff to Suddix. Dropped behind the line of scrimmage by Blake Powers. And number 65, Ashton Lambert. Final score is in the books, fans. It's 26-0. Robbinsville with a dominant defensive showing here tonight in Graham County. Robbinsville scoring 8 in the second quarter, 6 in the third, and tacking on 12 more for good measure here in the fourth quarter. Fans, we appreciate you being with us wherever you might have been tuned in tonight. If you were a Black Knight or a Panther, you are very much welcome. Come back anytime. We'll have hopefully a football game for you next Friday. We mentioned earlier we didn't have a stream next week. We got a JV game next Thursday here on Graham Star Sports. That's free if we're able to pull off the deal at Burnsville next Friday. Robbinsville, for its first road game this year, will be taking on the Mountain Heritage Cougars. And we're going to have to sign off now from Graham County. Thank you very much for being with us on the Graham Star Sports Network. For Audrey Colvin, for Danielle Crabtree, making sure the Graham Star itself has all the absolute best photographs available. This is Kevin Hensley. Have a great rest of your weekend.